welcome to the E-Mini Thunderdome. Today is November 9th, 2022. If you're new to this channel, I trade my own live account, recorded, and then I uploaded with narrations and tricks and ideas on how to trade. So hopefully you can learn something out of my uploads and videos. All right, so this morning I woke up late. I usually get up at 5 a.m., but I'm just getting over a cold, and my body said that it needed to sleep more. So I listened to it. That's one of the things. If you wanna be a good trader, you need to listen to your mind. You need to listen to your body. You need to get enough sleep, and that's what my body was telling me. I need to take care of my health first, so I could be healthy enough to trade. Because everyone knows it's very stressful. So immediately after I decided to stay asleep, I've slept for another hour and 50 minutes. I believe I got up at 6:50 and started to look at the market. So I'm going to go over, it's going to be a recap. I'm going to go and shorten the trades, but I'm going to upload the whole video because I don't want people to say, you just cut out the pieces and bits and you just put out the profitable trades. Haters. So here it is. All right, let's get into it. Where is the chart? Okay. So I have a morning routine. Usually takes me anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. So I believe I started looking at the market. I believe it was around 7:10. 7:10, and looked at the overnight. Looked at the daily. I remembered what happened yesterday. It was fresh in my mind. Crazy move. The market usually doesn't go from 38.67 to 37.93 and back to 55 if there's no news. I mean, at least I don't know if there's news. If there's any news, if that was a news event, please let me know. Put it in the chat. But yeah, so that to me was like, oh, that's not right. That's not normal. Something is up. So then I started looking at the market and I see a momentum move. Boom. The market had already gone under 3,800. Opening price, I believe it's 15 or 13. Another momentum move. Then I started thinking, okay, I want to go short. And I took a short right here. So during this already, I had done my homework. I have looked at targets. I looked at the overnight. I see that the market was doing lower highs. The market is negative already. Delta is negative. So I have a target. Take a short. I believe I added, I think I was short 4. And I get stopped out. And then I said, okay, you'll hear the whole thing on the video. I said, okay, I'm going to do a scalp. I never do scalp. I'm going to see if I can do a 7-point scalp to make some of my money back. I do a scalp and I get stopped out. Then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go and take a short again. I still believe on the short. I'm not on the short bias. I believe that putting everything on a basket, I believe that the market is going to go negative. So I take a short and it starts to go against me. And here I am. So every week in my mind, I start a fresh new account. I either pay myself on Thursday or Friday. And then on Monday, Sunday night, Monday, I'm already starting a new account. So this is why sometimes on Monday I'm very tight because I don't want to give back any of the profits from the prior week, from 2 weeks back. It's all fresh and new. So Monday I was profitable. Yesterday I was profitable. So I said, okay, you know what? I will bet a finger that I am right, that this is going under 3,800. So I decided to risk all of my profits of this week on this trade. And this is why sometimes I don't feel comfortable streaming, because I know that people follow my trades, even though I'm not responsible. I know that someone would have done the same thing, and then if I was wrong, I would have felt bad, because I know that there's people that trade with money that they can't, or they keep reloading on evaluations, and it adds up. So I feel bad. So this is something that probably I would have never done live. So I decided to go and set myself up on a stop at 21 points. You know, I'm looking at a 60-point trade. So it's not like, you know, the risk reward is there. You know, if I get it right, the risk reward is there. But I'm negative, but I'm willing to risk it, because I know that I'm right. You'll see it all if you watch the whole thing. You'll see it. So I decide, you know what? I say it on the video. I'm walking away. I practice what I preach. I walked away. I didn't want to watch it. I said, no, I'm walking away. I'm going to practice my patience. I walk away, and it starts to come back. Boom. Starts to come back, and it goes under. And that's it. That's the trade. I got on it because I watched yesterday, because I was trading yesterday. I watched the structure. I watched the pattern. I watched what it did. I looked at the overnight, and I saw what the market was doing, what it was trying to show me. The morning, I saw that there was this big momentum move. Nowhere else there's some small little momentums here, but nothing to really brag about. Not like here. You know, little spurts of momentum to the upside, but most of the big momentum is to the downside. Yeah, it went all the way up here, but it was choppy. It struggled. But then this is boom, boom, move down, powerful, sell out. So that's why I took the short. Now I'll go over the rest, because I did make some mistakes. So I was gonna go and scale 1 ES and 5 MES at 75. And then when it started to go my way, after I come back, I said, I think it was here, after I saw that I was under 3,800, after I saw that I had cleared yesterday's low, I decided to go and put it all together at 36. I was not willing to wait for 26. I thought that it, you know, in my mind, I go, it's not gonna go there, so I put it all at 36, and I move the scale out. It goes right through. I'm like, oh, feeling all good. I'm happy, that this and that, and then I start to, I mean, this is happening in hours. I go and I see that there's a order waiting at 45, and my exit is 46, and that's, I start to get fooled again by the sitting order. I promised myself I wouldn't, but I started to get fooled again. And at one time on the streaming, I say, you know, I say there's a hot box between 72 and 60. If it goes through that, it's going to go at least to 50. And I think that there's a little push, and it will go 4 more points, and it'll get me out at 46. So then it hits 60. It hits 60 right at the bottom at my hot box. Exactly. And it bounces off, and it starts to come. And my stop was at 83, and I get scared, and I do a emotional stop move. Instead of doing it strategically, where I usually do, where I try to hide my stop, I put it at an area that, because I was trying to scale out earlier, I decided to put it there, and it takes me out. And immediately I'm pissed off, because I see that it was a squeeze. And usually I never re-enter a trade in the same direction, because to me, if the trade was good, why did I exit? Scaling out is something completely different. If the trade is good, why did I exit? The same thing when I talked on my video about psychology of moving a stop and getting out early before it goes to target. If the trade was not good and you're afraid it's going to go against you, why did you get in the trade in the first place? So this is the same thing. I moved my stop to an area that it was an emotional area, not a strategic stop. So I get out, and as soon as I started seeing that I was going to fail again, that I was all squeezed, I re-enter. I believe I re-entered at 71. And the market starts going and going. I'm getting worried here. I admit I'm getting, but I'm trying to keep my cool. Getting worried, and then boom, it starts to get under 60, and then it goes all the way to 50, and it hits a small iceberg, and it hits a big stop, and then it just bounces off of that, and I go, oh my God, they tricked me. That order at 45 was a spoof, and they tricked me, and then I just lower my stop and I exit at 57. And I could have stayed more because I just saw that it went down to 53, and I kept on saying I should stick around. It's probably gonna have a little more momentum, but I didn't. But still, I went from 01 to 75 and from 71 to 57. So this is probably the third or the fourth best day I've had all year. So I'm very proud of myself. I held out on my trade. I believed in myself, and that's how you should trade. Is the long risk rewards. I could have been wrong, could have been stopped out, but I was paying attention. I was watching what the market is showing me, and that's why I stuck out. I stuck my head out, and I stayed to at least a 50-point target. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this, from being patient, from believing in yourself. If you get on a trade, if you follow any rules, there's a reason why you got on the trade. Stick to it. Learn how to take a full stop. I was going to take a full stop. I walked away. You'll see, I walked away. I was not watching. I walked away. And yeah, so I'm going to upload. First, I'm going to upload this little video because most people don't like to watch a 5-hour video, but there's a lot of information there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the Thunderdome.